I'm Chris Buck and I'm a guitar player. I grew up in a very small town in South Wales called Abercarn. It's a very tight-knit mining community. Everyone knows your name. It's a very friendly, relaxed place to grow up. I knew from a very young age that, guitar was, I felt like it was my calling in life, and it was the only thing that I've ever felt a natural level of aptitude for. Parents have always been incredibly supportive. Much like my school, they saw that it was something that I was relatively good at and were very quick to nurture and encourage that. In more recent times, people are more encouraging and more open-minded to slightly alternative career paths. It's not necessarily having to kind of walk down the mine or go into the local factory. It's great to have been as encouraged as I have been in that respect. It's obviously something that's a little bit outside the norm. From a very kind of early age, you're obviously very influenced by what music your parents are listening to. My old man was constantly listening to music growing up. It was a very musical household in that respect. There was always an album on. I was turning on to Clapton and Cream and kind of Hendrix and Stevie Ray, and I think it's kind of the energy in rock music and just the dynamism. All my favourite records have been live records, and it's just that kind of energy and sort of explosion of sound that you get with great rock and roll bands. I've always been a very firm believer that, tone is very much in the fingers. It all originates from the first point of contact with the strings. I play with my fingers on my right hand a hell of a lot. Not particularly reliant on a plectrum. I just love that kind of slightly visceral, touch-sensitive experience. Yamaha has always very much been a brand that I've been aware of. My old man had an old acoustic knocking around the house that I used to pick up and bang on as a kid. I tend to gravitate more towards single coil pickups, which is why I absolutely love the sound of the P90s and the 502. I think P90s are such a criminally underrated pickup. They can nail a variety of sounds, and it's something that's infinitely more versatile than your traditional single coil kind of thing. Any form of creativity is a form of self-expression in some respect. I've always found that I'm incredibly more articulate through music than I am verbally, So I've always felt that my guitar playing is very much an extension of my character. I love the idea that people feel like they get to know you a little bit through your playing and interpret what you do as part of your soul. I love the Hendrix quote, it's easy to play, but it's hard to feel. And I think that search of playing stuff that is in essence very simple, but, really hits people either where it hurts or where they feel it most. I think that trying to attain that has been a big source of inspiration for me.